Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I want to point out a paradox that I came across when I was watching the um, corporate mainstream mass media. And I was watching certain things and I read certain articles. And this is the paradox. I think in 99.9 of the articles and the breaking news, I see that the Russians are not succeeding to win. So they're losing in Ukraine. So overwhelmingly, the Russians are not reaching their goal to subdue Ukraine and conquer Ukraine, and then after that, conquer the Europe and then the rest of the world, and then go on the moon, subdue the moon, go to Mars, and so on. Blah blah blah. Let me get the violin. So that's one thing. So that's one fact, quote unquote, that it is presented to us by the corporate media. The Russians are losing. And every day I see articles and all this saying that this warship was sank in Black Sea. This many fighter jets were shot down. This is how a column of 50 freaking tanks were uh, melt by Ukrainian anti-tank, whatever weapons they got, and so on. So when I hear that, I say, okay, well, the Russians must be losing. So that means the Ukrainians are winning. But in the same time, the same mass media tells me and puts that person who is the president of the Ukrainians, or Ukraine, they put him in front of the cameras and he's desperate. He tells us that if you don't help us, we're going to die, and that's your fault. That's on you. If we fall, if we lose, you're next. So you have these victories, supposedly, you know, and then this guy is desperate. So if you're winning, you are not desperate, are you? You should say, well, thank you very much. We're beating these guys, the invader. We're pushing them out of our country. We are winning, as you report, right? That means I should be relaxed and say, yeah, thank you very much for your help. We're winning, guys. Thank you. We're pushing them out. But his statements are the opposite, the other way. Even the Western countries push with more sanctions against the losing camp. So if the camp is losing, why do you need to put more sanctions? If he's losing already, he's going to die, he's going to disintegrate. Putin is going to commit harakiri, or he's going to be assassinated, or something. All the power structure in Russia will just crumble, disintegrate, and the new capitalist, free society, democratic justice, LGBTQ, all that, we're going to come to place, and it's going to be fantastic. Everybody's going to be happy about it. No, no. So that's the paradox. We're winning, but I'm desperate. No, I'm winning, I'm not desperate. Or I'm losing, I'm desperate. That's the reality. I'm losing, I'm desperate. I'm winning, I'm happy. If it's I'm winning, but I'm desperate, that's a paradox. It's a contradiction. So which one is it? That tells me my assessment, which I know, we are lied. We are lied to by the mainstream mass media. Okay, that's the paradox about you know winning and losing and this guy's behavior. And then besides, if you are winning, why would you why would you negotiate with the invader? So when the invader attacked your country, because of certain reasons, you say, I'm not gonna accept your terms. That's why I'm fighting you. But if I'm winning, why should I discuss and negotiate your terms? If I'm winning, I should say, no, I'm gonna kick your ass right now and get out with your freaking demands and a request. I'm gonna put you down, and then you gonna beg for my things I will impose on you. Isn't that how it works? Am I missing something? So if you're winning, you don't want to negotiate, do you? And all of a sudden, the Zelensky wants to negotiate and wants to. Well, we don't want to apply for membership to NATO anymore. What? What are you talking about? If you're winning, you don't, make concessions. When you're winning, you have the upper hand. The losers, make concessions. Well, again, you're winning, but you make concessions. How is that working? I mean, what kind of world, real world, that would be accurate? These are just falsehoods. They're contradictions. And they're so easy to notice. But again, they treat us like 13-year-old children. And I think the ones who realize that are a small minority, so we don't care about them nevertheless. We care about the 90 some 5% of the population. That's our targeted population that we're going to target with these contradictions. They will not figure it out. They're dumb. That's how they think. That's how they think about us. So the paradox is right there, and the paradox is because they don't care if we figure out, because the proportion of the population who figures out this is too small and cannot, that's what I think, cannot influence the rest of the lemmings. Just go like a train on tracks. They don't see left, right. Just go over there where the track is. And the track is laid for them by the mass media, the corporate mass media, and their masters, the big club. Remember that you and I ain't in it. All right. Stay strong, stay smart, and look for the truth and be just. See ya. Ciao.